So, how about another angel story? The second time I met what I'm guessing is an angel in the 3D, and this time they were sitting right across from me in the flesh. Sound crazy? Well, it's not. And if something like this has ever happened to you, I got some good news for you. You're not crazy either, my friend. You're just fine. This happens to people not all the time, but it does happen. A little bit of housekeeping. If you're new here, I just want to invite you over to this video platform. If you'd care to look at your screen, if you're not already looking at your screen, find me over here on this alternate video platform, same name, New World All-Star. All-Star is one word, ALLSTAR. I'm building a community of like-minded individuals who would like to live in peace and prosperity. A pragmatic and realistic approach to New Earth that actually would work. That's what I'm all about. Let's get to the story. And for those of you that are here because you met your twin flame, you might particularly find this story interesting. And I would caution you to not get too cerebral. The mind loves to just analyze the ever-living heck out of every little minute detail, when really the takeaway from a story like this is that I met my angels, or at least one of them, right? That's the big thing here. So in the very beginning of the twin flame journey for me, this was over 5 years ago, we were having an argument over text. Always a bad idea, but that's what was going on because it was still, the runner chaser shit at that time. And she sent me a screenshot of a post that she saw, my twin flame, on Facebook. And I don't remember what it was about, but the little icon for the Facebook group that she got it from, the little picture for the group, right? The little picture icon for the group, right? The profile picture. It was an elephant. And I don't know, you're in that runner chaser phase and you'll find anything to start a fight over. So we started arguing as soon as she sent that to me. And she threatened to block me or something. So, I went to bed frustrated and bawling and all the usual early twin flame stuff. Well, anyway, the next day I got out of bed and I went to work, and I worked in downtown Denver in a 30-story skyscraper, and I took the light rail train into work every day. And, I got used to seeing the same people every day, right? Well, this day, a very strange woman got on the train and sat right across from me. Now, before I continue the story, some context is going to be necessary. I injured my knee about, 2 months prior to this, and it's never really fully recovered. And it was a very specific tendon. I injured my knee running, and I went to a knee doctor because it really hurt my knee. And this is relevant to the story, by the way. He started, to try to find exactly which tendon was injured. He took some x-rays, and he also felt around on my knee, right? And the injury is one very specific little tendon, just one little tiny point. Like if my fist here, we'll just pretend this is my kneecap. let's say it's this right here. Or no. Maybe this like right where my fingers connect, right here, right? So this we'll say is where the little spot is on my knee. And he starts feeling around and touching different places on my knee. Okay? The knee specialist. And he would go, is it right here? Nope. 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 Here, ah! Right? Like the second he touched it, it was like, ah! It hurt. And he's like, yep, that's the spot. Okay, got it. So he identified the exact tendon on my knee. And there's a lot of surface area, on the entire knee. It's about this big around. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", and he found the one exact precise spot where the pain was. And I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it maybe was like spread broadly across an entire, like my whole entire kneecap was fucked up or something. No, it was just one little specific spot, one tiny little specific place. Well, anyway, that was 2 months prior. My knee was still hurting, and it was getting marginally better. Not really. It hurt to just sit. Like even laying down the damn thing hurt. But I learned how to not make it worse by touching it and fucking with it, And as long as I didn't touch it and fuck with it, then it was manageable. Well, anyway, I get on the train. This woman, she gets on the train about halfway into the downtown region, because where I lived was all the way at the end of the line, and then you take the train all the way to the other end into downtown Denver, right? So it was like a 45-minute trip on the light rail train. This woman gets on about halfway, and she sits down right across from me, and she is the most peculiar person I've ever seen in my life. Just her. She was peculiar. And then on top of that, get this. I call her the elephant lady, okay? She was wearing an elephant blouse. Like the blouse had elephant prints all over it. She had silky elephant pants. Elephant prints all over her pants. She had a hat covered in elephants. She had elephant earrings. She had an elephant ring. She had an elephant necklace. She had an elephant belt. She had elephant shoes. She had elephant socks. It was wintertime. She had elephant gloves. She had a bag with a big embroidered elephant on it and a purse with an elephant all over it too. She had a book with elephants. She had a cell phone cover with elephants. She had a pin. She had a pin for her shirt, for her blouse that was a big elephant. She had an elephant scarf. Have you ever seen anything like that? Okay. Now, she sits down, and you know how you're not looking directly at something. So let's say you, the viewer, are her, okay? And my head is turned away, but you can see in your peripheral vision. You're kind of paying attention to something in your periphery, right? She never looked at me. She didn't glance at me. She wasn't staring at me. Just nothing. She never ever looked at me at all. She never, like, if I'm her and now you are me, she didn't even do this like that. Just not even a quick glance, just nothing. She didn't look my way. She was always looking away 100% of the time. She didn't even just like accidentally pass her eyes across me at all. She didn't look at me, not at all, right? But here's the thing. The whole entire time that I'm sitting there, I felt her staring at me. And it was like, I'm looking at you. I got my eye on you. I'm watching you. Oh, I'm looking at you. And I can see everything you're doing. Yeah, I can see you. And I can see right through your soul. Oh, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Right? She was like looking at me, like her eyes burning through my soul. But she never looked at me. It was energy. I felt it, like, I'm looking at you. Right? Like that. I felt it. It was the fucking creepiest feeling. Like I knew she was like watching me. What the fuck? Yeah. Not sure quite what to make of that. But just this eerie presence. Like I was being watched. And just the most peculiar woman you've ever seen in your life. Now, she didn't ever say anything to me. But, so we make it into downtown, and we're coming up on my stop, and it can't be more than 15 seconds before I'm about to stand up and get out and leave the train, right? Right as I'm about to leave. I've never seen this woman before in my life. I haven't seen her since. I ride that train every day. I switch cars. Sometimes I ride the first car, second car, third car, fourth car. I've been doing it for years. I know everybody that's on that fucking train every day, right? And the timing, like how, right? Like how do you know when I'm going to get off the fucking train? It's literally 10 or 15 seconds at best before I'm about to stand up and get off the train, right? And this woman, and remember, the little spot on my knee is a very specific little tiny spot about that big, right? The woman, right before, seconds before I'm about to stand up, she reaches, she doesn't even look. She's not even watching what she's doing. Okay? But she reaches over with her pointer finger and just goes, bop, right on the exact fucking spot on my knee, like really hard too, like bop, like that. Like her aim was so precise, she fucking nailed it, the exact spot where the pain was on my knee. And that's, I mean, who does that? Like, why would you randomly just reach over and tap somebody on their fucking knee for no reason right before they're about to leave? Do you guys understand how weird this shit is? Why would you do that at all? Like, oh, I'm just some random person on the train. I'm just going to tap them on the leg. No, it wasn't just some random spot on the leg either. That's weird enough to do that in the first place, but also it had to be the exact precise spot on my knee where the pain was. And she didn't even look. She was like looking away and she just goes, bah! I mean, she didn't say bah. She just went, Whoa. And, my initial reaction was like, oh, you fucking bitch, right? Because it hurt. Oh, it fucking hurt. And I had to go. I had to get off the train to go to work. But in the hours that followed, I was like, how did she know where? I wanted to like chew her out right there. Like, you fucking bitch, what are you doing? It hurts, but I just left. I just got up and got off the fucking train because the door was opening. Because she went like that, and then the fucking door opened and I had to go. The timing, right? You can't wait. Like, oh, hold the door so I can chew this person out. No, I had to get up and walk out, right? Because they're going to close the door and the train's going to go. What's up with the timing? She knew. She knew. She knew what she was doing. She wanted to get my attention. That's exactly what it was. How could anybody have known that? And then what's up with all the fucking elephants? Well, remember the day before, there was the elephant with my twin flame. And I've come to find out that an elephant, it has different meanings. A lot of people have different definitions for it, but a big one is patience, right? And slowing down. And I keep seeing I would keep seeing elephants around. Like right before the running and the chasing stopped, I saw, it was my cousin, was wearing a t-shirt with two elephants connecting their trunks, making a heart. And I saw that, and I was like, I know exactly what that is. That was a message for me. And I don't ever see my cousin, by the way. I don't know. They're just never around, but they were wearing that t-shirt. So elephants come along at interesting times for me, Very interesting. A very interesting story. And I've got more stories to share with you from the twin flame time. And I want everybody to be clear about this. No matter who you are watching, this isn't a twin flame video. Because the thing that I figured out about the whole twin flame journey is it's just your spiritual awakening. And all you really need to do is just treat it that way. And everything will work out with your twin flame. And it was just my guardian angels just trying to get my attention, in this particular story. And, the universe at large, God Almighty, the life around you is just trying to have a little fun with you, just playing with you and just trying to get your attention. And I think that has a lot more to do with why these things happen. A lot of the people who find themselves on the crazy twin flame journey, they get way too overly cerebral and analytical about what these things mean. And you'll be chasing your tail forever if you approach it that way. That's what I figured out. You got to look at it big picture, The universe is alive and it's communicating with you. It wants to play with you. Yes, there's angels and they're always watching over you. And there's more to this life than just the 3D. That's what I found out. Now, these signs and synchronicities can and do have meanings often on their own, too. But for you to find the meaning of these things, you have to just let them all kind of roll in. Like you might get one sign or one synchronicity or a number or something and start searching desperately for the meaning. but the truth is, you might not know what that means until months later or years later. So I kind of just make a mental note of those things, or I write them down. And then later they'll make sense to you. So don't chase your tail with the signs. Keep track of them, but write them down, but don't chase them. You'll find out what they mean for you in due time. Well, that's it for this story, guys. I hope you found this entertaining. I'll be back for more tomorrow. See you then.